lovelies. Welcome to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today we are going to stuff $1,000 into my sinking funds and a couple of savings challenges. This money comes from some summer work that I have done. I am a teacher and I did some extra work at one of the universities that I am paired with, so I'm getting to stuff some extra money. Yay! So exciting when that happens. If you are new here, please take a second, hit subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. I am trying to get to 500 subscribers. I am so close, but not quite there yet, and I would love if you could help me out. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and spending a little bit more of your time with me. And everybody, please, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. So let's get into this. This $1,000 is going to be split up into a couple of different places. I have a handful of sinking funds, and then we're going to set some aside so that I can stuff savings challenges in a little while. So the first one we're going to start with is back to school. I really look forward to doing summer work because it allows me to fully fund my back to school fund. We have one left in the house, and it is really nice to know that I have money for him for all of those back to school things: backpacks, lunch boxes, lunch money, gym clothes, school supplies, all of those little things that we don't really think about, but they all really do add up. And it's really nice to know that I now have some extra money. So there was 54, now there's going to be, with 120, 174 inside of here. So an extra 120. Let's rearrange real quick. All right. So 100, 120, 140, 160, 170, 171, 172, 173, 174. I really like when back to school is at 150, so it's a little over. That's okay. This envelope is from the Budget Mom. I signed up for her freebies, and it was part of some of the envelopes that I found inside of there. Now, I did have to print it, which means I had to spend money on ink and cardstock, and then I had to take time to cut it and tape it and everything. But if you like this, there are some freebies out there if you have access to a printer. Otherwise, I'm a pretty frugal girl, and I have made my envelopes from a pack of cardstock that I bought for just under $5, added some tape, those kinds of things. There's a link down below in my description on how exactly I made my envelopes. So Christmas, nope, not Christmas, clothing is going to get some money. Needing to go back to school requires some extra clothes. So we're gonna add $100 to clothing. I know this is not enough to clothe my child for back to school, but it's at least a head start of 144. So 100, 120, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144. So this at least will get us started on some back to school clothing. We'll probably have to pull funds from somewhere else to finish out clothing. Debt pay down. I am currently following Dave Ramsey's 7 baby steps to become financially free. And one of those is to pay down your debt as fast as you can. I am using the debt avalanche system. Most of you are familiar with the debt snowball. I'm using debt avalanche. I have a video on it. I'll put a card up in the corner and there's a link below. But the debt avalanche is about paying off what has the highest interest rate first and then rolling it. It then turns into exactly what the debt snowball is, but avalanche is where you pay off more interest. So we are in the process of really ramping up and paying down our debt as fast as we can. So I'm going to put $100 of my summer pay in here, which will give me an extra 110 the next time I go to pay my RV, because that's what we're working on right now. Up next is emergency. There it is. So emergencies, this is for emergencies that happen now. So I have 200 in the bank working for me. Yay! I am going to add another 90. So put today's date, add 90 more, which will give me 300. It never seems to fail. Hold on, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. It never seems to fail that when I get up to $300, $400, $500, something happens and we have to come raid this, but it's nice to have an emergency fund. So there should be 300. So 1, 2, 250, 270, 290, 300. Yay! Love when that matches. And we have money working. The bank I get doesn't pay much interest, but it's better than sitting in the house. It's kind of how I feel about it. up next is investing. Let's get back to it. So investing, again, another free envelope from the Budget Mom. Now, I'm not particularly a fan of this one just because it is smaller than the other ones, and the money, when you get too much, doesn't fit in very nicely, but I like it enough and it holds the money just long enough for me to be able to get to the bank. So investing is going to get $50. This is not something that I track because basically as soon as it goes in, it's just a matter of getting it to the bank and getting it into our brokerage account. So I don't really track that one. All right, and then we're gonna jump way back. I have way too many sinking funds, by the way, guys. Way too many sinking funds. I acknowledge that. So we are gonna come back to my savings challenge envelope. So this is where I kind of stuff money, wait for my savings challenge envelope to get a little thick, like it's a little skinny right now. I like it when it's thicker. And then I go through and I stuff all of my savings challenges, but I take time to wait for it to build up first. Oh, you'll notice there's something on the back of this, and that's because I reused my envelopes. I made a whole new set because it was just a hodgepodge of them. So some of them get reused, and we're just gonna stick that there for right now. So I have way too many savings challenges. I love savings challenges. I don't know about you, but I love them. And the first one is a nickel challenge, and it is going for an emergency. So each of my savings challenges has a purpose. I believe in saving for a purpose, not just for some willy-nilly reason. So the nickel challenge is for an emergency. I'm trying to save up an extra $3,000 emergency fund that's spendable if we have to break into it, but if we don't, we will use the emergency sinking fund that we have instead of the emergency savings challenge. So we're going to put $90 into it. All right, 90. My 25-cent savings challenge is not going to get anything. I have a 50-cent savings challenge. It's not going to get anything. And then I have a $1 savings challenge, and this is for Christmas. There are 2 savings challenges I'm really focused on making sure I complete this year. One of them is my $1 challenge because, like I said, it is for Christmas. So we're going to put $100 into our Christmas fund. And then we're not going to put anything into home improvement. The alphabet challenge, if you saw my video the other day, you know that my daughter's going to get married. Shh. He still hasn't proposed yet. He's doing that this weekend. So I am working on setting aside and building up the savings challenge I had for her. This is going to kind of sort of need to become a priority so that we don't have to go into debt for any of this. So her wedding is going to get a $50 bill for that savings challenge. I am not putting any money into my holiday challenge. And then the last one, oh, the card's upside down, is my save $2,022 in 2022. I am creeping on being really close to being done with this, and I am going to drop $300 into here. So let's count it out and make sure it's all there. 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 290, 295, $300. Yay! And that will, oh no, I have to organize it. And all of this will end up going into my, can't talk and sort this all of a sudden, into my savings challenges that I will probably end up stuffing really soon because that's getting a little thick. I know there's a lot of money in here, although it isn't quite as thick. Those hundreds don't take up as much space. I should be stuffing my check soon. So once I do all of that, then I will stuff my savings challenges. I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.